Hello everyone, welcome back to the new lecture. So in this lecture we'll discuss an overview of BMS software platform. After the end of this lecture, you would be able to understand the overview of BMS software platform. So let's start. So here first we'll see what is BMS software. Okay. So remember, BMS software, or you can say building management system software, is the central brain of a building automation system. Okay. It acts as the user interface and control engine that monitors, manage, automates and optimize various systems in a building. It collects real-time data from controller and field devices, display it on graphical interfaces, execute control logic, logs historical trends and issues alarm when abnormal conditions are detected. And then next point is given that BMS software typically runs on supervisory control and data execution. Okay, supervisory control and data execution SCADA framework. Okay, so the main purpose of BMS software is to what? Is to display real-time status of all building system. Okay, temperature, pressure, occupancy, etc. This is the main purpose. And also to send automatic command to equipment. For example, start or stop AHUs, modulate valves, and to record sensor data and system performance for trend analysis and reporting. Okay, and to generate alert for abnormal events, for example over temperature, equipment failure, etc. Okay, so these are the main purpose of BMS software. Now we'll see the core components of BMS software. Okay, so in that, the first one is given here, graphical user interface. In short, you can say GUI. So graphical user interface is the visual interface that shows floor plan, equipment status, alarms and trends. Okay, is it clear? So it allows operators to control system with a few clicks. For example, operator can click on an HU icon to view live temperature, humidity, valve position and fan status. Okay. Then second component is communication layer. It is the interfaces with field controller. Okay, using protocol like backnet, modbus, LAN work, KNX. Okay, it ensures reliable data exchange between BMS software and hardware. Then the next component is database and trend engine. So this component store historical data like room temperature, okay, energy consumption, occupancy pattern. So it is useful for analysis, optimization and compliance reporting. Okay. Then alarm management module. So this component detect fault or warning. For example, fan failure, temperature too high. Okay, so it display alert on screen and send SMS or email. Correct. Next, control logic engine. So execute automation rule. For example, suppose if your room temperature is greater than 25 degrees Celsius. So it means you need to increase the chill water valve. So it support advanced control method like PIP loops. Okay. Then finally we have a scheduler, predefined on off timing for system based on daily or weekly program. So it is useful for energy saving. Now here we'll see the types of BMS software platform. So remember all of you that BMS software platform can be categorized based on their architecture, protocol flexibility and deployment style. Okay, so these type influence the system scalability, compatibility and integration capability. Okay, so one by one we'll see. The first one is native or proprietary BMS software. So these platform are developed by specific manufacturer and are designed to work only when their own hardware, controller, sensor, panel. For example, Honeywell, Siemens, Schneider, EcoStruxure, building operation, Johnson Control, Metasis. Okay. So their feature is what? The characteristics of this platform is what? It is fully integrated with their own DDC controller. Okay. Is it clear? But some limitation is also there, like it is limited third party hardware software support. So expensive licensing are expensive. Okay, is it clear? Now the second type is given here, BMS software platform, open protocol multi-vendor platform. See, these platform are protocol agnostic, supporting backnet, modbus, KNX, LAN work, etc., and can integrate devices from multiple manufacturers. For example, here given some Tridium, Niagara for Easy IO CPT tools, KMC control, okay, Alert and Compass. So this platform feature is what? It work with different brands of field devices and controller, and ideal for retrofit, expansion or multi-brand building. Okay. But the limitation is what? This platform required a skilled engineer for integration and setup. Okay, skilled engineer is required here. And one more thing, one more disadvantage, that licensing per point or devices can add up here. Okay. Now the third types of BMS platform is cloud based, okay, or IoT enabled BMS platform. So it is a modern platform that operate via the cloud using IoT gateway and web dashboard. So it is ideal for smart building and analytics driven environment. For example is given here, like Sky Spark by Sky Foundry, Facilio, KMC Commander and Switch Automation. Okay. So their characteristic is what? It is accessible from anywhere via browser or mobile. This is the one of the characteristics of this platform. And one more thing, AI and machine learning for for energy analytics is possible. But the limitation is what? This platform, software platform, is dependent on stable internet. Okay. And one more thing, data privacy and cyber security concern. Okay, so this you can say this is the disadvantage. Now the next type of BMS software platform is SCADA based BMS software, BMS system. So BMS platform built on industrial SCADA system for mission critical application like airport, data center or large campuses. Example is given here, Wonderwell, Siemens, okay, Iconics. So the characteristics of this system means SCADA based BMS system. It is industrial grade reliability. Okay. But the problem is what here? The disadvantage, it has high cost of setup and licensing, even complex engineering process. And one more thing, this platform not focused on HVAC only application, used for power, water and large automation also. Then finally we have an energy management focused platform. So BMS software with an emphasis on energy analytics, utility metering and sustainability reporting. Okay, see now some example is given like Energy Cap, EcoStruxure Power Monitoring Expert, eSite Energy, Dexma. Okay. So there it feature is what? Integration. You can integrate this with smart meters. Okay. Is it clear? And it is also useful in green building and LEED certified project. But the disadvantage of this system is what? It is not suitable for full automation. Okay. Is it clear? So you can say this is the disadvantage of this system. So now the topics which we have discussed here, we have discussed in detail about the overview of BMS software platforms. Hope all of you enjoy the session. See you in next one.